Good morning, writers. Let's get started filling out our writing learning intentions. Make sure to put in today's date. And today as a writer, I am working on writing a good conclusion. You may not be to the conclusion on your draft yet, or maybe you've already written a conclusion. Either way, this will be a great lesson for you because you can use it when you get there, or you can go back and revise your conclusion to make it even better. Let's take a look at some things we should see in really good conclusions. First, your conclusion should reconnect to the big idea or generalization that you made at the beginning. So you're really connecting it back to that introduction paragraph you wrote. Next, you want to make sure you're making connections to your thesis and emphasizing why the claim and evidence matter. So not just restating it, but telling why they matter. Possibly making connections to yourself and the life lesson you learned or realize, or making connections to the author's message. And finally, your conclusion should leave readers with something to think about. Let's take a look at some conclusions written by 4th grade students. And take a look back at our conclusions chart up at the top and see what they did really well. The first one is from the short story Stray. It says, "In the story Stray by Cynthia Rylant, at first I thought that Doris's father was mean, but really he was caring. This story teaches us that you can't judge a book by its cover. People like Doris's dad may seem tough and uncaring, but they can have soft hearts inside." So I now want you to take a look back up here. What did the author do really well? Turn and talk to your partner about what you noticed, then share out as a class. Let's take a look now at another conclusion written by a 4th grade student. This one is about the story 11. It says, "The story 11 was about a girl who was mistreated by her teacher and in return mistreats her classmates. This story teaches me that when someone mistreats a person, that person needs to protest so that they don't pass on their fury to other people. When someone gets mad at me, I sometimes don't protest and instead pass it on to someone else. Sandra Cisneros in 11 teaches me to speak up." So once again, turn and talk to your partner about the good things that you noticed in this conclusion, and then share out as a class. Finally, let's take a look at a conclusion written about the story A Bad Case of Stripes. In the book A Bad Case of Stripes, the author showed us the importance of being yourself through Camilla's choices. Camilla developed a bad case of stripes because she was worried what her classmates would think if she ate lima beans, which she loved. Camilla's sickness only went away after she finally decided to do what she wanted and eat lima beans. This book taught me that it doesn't matter what others think. I should always be myself. Turn and talk to your partner about what the author did well in this conclusion, and then talk about it as a class. As you can see, boys and girls, to write a great conclusion, you need to remember to reconnect to the big idea or generalization that you wrote about in the introduction, make connections to your thesis, and emphasize why the claim and evidence matter, make connections to yourself and the life lesson you learned or realized, and make connections to the author's message. And always remember to leave readers with something to think about. Work hard and make it a great day.